Hey, what's up, you guys? WWE Fan 0599 here again, and today we're going to review American Psycho. So, American Psycho stars Christian Bale, and what this film is about, it's about this, very narcissistic businessman named Patrick Bateman, and he's just a narcissistic businessman, and he's very wealthy, but what he does at night. He's a psychopath, basically. He's a killer at night. So, that's what the basic gist of the movie is. So, what did I think of American Psycho? I love this movie. This movie is such a brilliant movie. Now, I must do a warning. Now, if you're going to go into this movie thinking that it's like a serious, dramatic thriller, you're going to hate this movie. But if you go into this movie knowing it's a dark comedy, then you're going to love it, because this is one of the best dark comedies I think I've ever seen, honestly. Maybe the best, because just the way they handle this movie is so awesome. So let's get into my positives, and my positives are the acting. The acting was really good in this film. I thought the acting was really good in American Psycho. Christian Bale, man, does he just blow me away in this movie. He does such a great job in this film. He makes me love this character, Patrick Bateman. He makes me love this character so much. And, I know it's weird to say that, I love this character because this character is a complete sociopath, but, just the way he portrays this character is so excellent. I just love his performance in the film. It's easy to play the whole serial killer thing. I think mostly anybody can do it. But you also have to pull off that narcissistic personality, with Patrick Bateman, the very narcissistic businessman. And he does a great job of balancing both. I love that, Christian Bale just does such a great job in the film as Patrick Bateman. I just love the character of Patrick Bateman in general, because just he seems like this cool, nice guy, and the simplest things will tick him off. If someone has a nicer business card than him, there's a certain scene in the film where, this guy named Paul, they show him his business card to Patrick Bateman, and he just starts losing his mind because just the simplest things tick him off, and that just makes another thing great about his character that I just love. So yeah, Willem Dafoe, although not in the film all that much, same with Reese Witherspoon and a lot of others, they're still really good as well for the parts that they had in the film. Mostly it's Christian Bale's movie, honestly, for the majority of the film, if I'm gonna be honest. Everyone else I thought was great. The dark humor works 100% throughout this entire film. There were some scenes where I was just dying of laughter because just of how they handled the dark humor with this movie was great. And I definitely think they did a great job with the dark humor with this film. So yeah, I thought they did an absolutely great job. And like I said, it's mostly because of Christian Bale's performance as Patrick Bateman that really sells the dark humor, in my opinion, and the brilliant writing, which we'll get more into after. I just love the dark humor with the film. I love the brutality with this movie. They don't really show, him, I guess you could say, actually killing them. It does show them kill, but you never see him, actually chopping off the head. You just see blood go all over the place, and I like that. It leaves you, oh shoot, that makes it even more brutal in my opinion, when they actually don't even show it and they just show the blood go all over him. So I just like how they handle the brutality with the film, and the violence, so I like that about the movie. The soundtrack was great with the film. I thought this movie had a great soundtrack. There's also this really funny scene where, he's listening to I'm Walking on Sunshine, and he just has this deadpan expression on his face. I don't know, I just found that hilarious. He's listening out of all songs. He's listening to that, and he just has that deadpan expression. And I just love the soundtrack, Do you like Huey Lewis and the News? So yeah, and also this movie is so quotable. There's so many quotable lines, especially from Patrick Bateman himself. look, like, don't just stare at it, eat it. Like, just some very memorable, quotable lines that you could just quote all day. So yeah, the writing is so brilliant with this movie. I love the writing with the film. The writing is so incredible. This is one of the best, one of the best written films I've ever seen in my life. Like, this is so brilliant. The writing is so brilliant with the film. I thought the directing was absolutely incredible with American Psycho. You know, so it had some excellent directing. Like, cinematography looked beautiful. Just everything just looked beautiful about the film, and I love that. You know, it had some absolutely tremendous directing. The pacing was really good. This movie's slow, but it's not the bad slow. No, this is a good slow. You know, gives time to build up everything. And I love that, you know. I was never bored. Even though the movie was slow, I was never bored. I was still invested 100%. You know, I love that. You know, the pacing was great. So yeah, guys, overall, American Psycho is one of those odd movies. Like, it's one of those movies that, like I said, you need to know what you're getting yourself into before you see it. Like, and it's just one of the best dark comedies I think I've ever seen in my life. Like, just, this movie is flat out hilarious at points. So, yeah. Guys, American Psycho, like I said, absolutely incredible. It's time for my official grade on American Psycho. My official grade on American Psycho is an A+. If you've never seen American Psycho, this was actually my first time viewing the film. Shame on me. But if you haven't seen it, please go see it. It's incredible, you know. Even after 16 years, I think it still holds up to this day. I think a lot of you should really go check it out. So yeah. Now, real quick before I end this video, I want you guys to go vote for me for something. My good friend Mr. Garrison is actually having his NC2C Network award ceremony. This, I don't know when exactly it is, but he has his voting polls going on, and I'm nominated for some of the awards. So I'm going to leave a link into the description so you guys can go and vote for me for those awards. So I'll have the link into the description for you guys to go and vote. So, what did you guys think of American Psycho? Leave in the comment section below. www.WeFan0599, and we'll see you out later. Peace.